Alright, here I am again out in the shop trying to get my 30 minutes in. Try to get 30 minutes every night. That's all I get for the most part. What I've done is I want the thickness of this Lexan ring and the grill material. So I set this up right at the edge of the router bit, and I also want the depth that I'll have to cut, or the width I mean. So I'm gonna have LED in there around the ring. Here's my LED. So it'll be pretty much the width of this, and I've got the depth that I want. So what I did is I took my trim ring and I set it in here and I went around it. So now I've got my depth, and that's not a precise cut. It doesn't have to be. Nobody's ever going to see this. So the 45-degree angle will be on the upside so you can see it good. So now what we've got is our depth set for the trim ring and the grill. So once we cut our grill out, the grill is actually taller than the depth of this, so stack it in there like that, and it sits flush, and we have room around our Lexan to put our lights. So it's going to go in. So what I'll do is I'll glue the mesh, and I'll glue the Lexan all together. Alright, once I get all that centered up, I'll glue that in with some CA glue. I'll use kind of a thick CA glue. And also I put an edge right here. Just a little bit of an edge, about 1/32 of an inch. And what that's going to do, that's going to allow me to wrap my vinyl around the edge here and glue it. And this will allow this edge to sit flush up against our panel, and it won't stand off. So that'll be good. So now what I've got to do is this side, I'm going to come back and do an angle, 45-degree angle edge around the perimeter, and a 45-degree edge right around here to give it a nice look like this panel has. So I've got the 45 angle here, 45 angle here. This is all glued in. The LED actually sticks up a hair high, but it's kind of flexible on the edge, so it'll go down. Whenever I screw this on to the panel, it won't be a big issue. So I gotta do the other trim ring like this one and do my edges, and then it'll be ready for carpet, or vinyl rather. Alright, now I've got the 45-degree angle here, and I've also cut the 45-degree angle here. How I did that is I stuck them back to back. Make sure you cut the face. And I went around this several times before I got the depth that I wanted on the outside. Once I got the depth that I wanted, I just flipped it over and did it again. I centered the bearing with the center of where these two boards meet, and my router bit is not quite big enough, so I've got a little edge right here. I'm just going to nip that off with my grinder with a flap disc. It's real easy to shape this MDF. I can just knock that off real easy, no big deal. And actually I had to do the inside one just by eye, which you gotta have a steady hand for that. I lucked out tonight. I had a steady hand and I was able to do it successfully. But the reason I did that, I had to do it that way because I had already cut this notch and there was nothing for this bearing to follow. So make sure you cut your 45-degree angle first. I learned my lesson on that. but still worked out great. It's not that big of a deal. Now I've just got to separate these and glue all my stuff together, and this will be ready. Actually, before I glue it, I've got to put the vinyl on. So at this point, it's actually ready for vinyl, and then I can glue it. But I'm done for the night tonight. So, alright, I'll get back with you.